you look up at the stars, what do you think about? That we may not be alone? The vastness of it all? There's a lot to wonder about space. The fact is, we don't know all the answers about it. We know it's vast and beautiful, but we're not really sure how vast, or just how beautiful for that matter. Some of the things we do know, however, are completely mind-boggling. Below we've collected some of the most amazing facts about space, so when you look up at the stars tonight, you can be even more wowed by what you're looking at. Remember to subscribe for more interesting content. If two pieces of the same type of metal touch in space, they will bond and be permanently stuck together. This amazing effect is called cold welding. It happens because the atoms of the individual pieces of metal have no way of knowing that they are different pieces of metal, so the lumps join together. This wouldn't happen on Earth because there is air and water separating the pieces. The effect has a lot of implication for spacecraft construction and the future of metal-based construction in vacuums. The largest asteroid in our solar system is a mammoth piece of space rock named Ceres. The asteroid, which is sometimes known as a dwarf planet, is almost 600 miles in diameter. It's by far the largest in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and accounts for a whole third of the belt's mass. Ceres' surface area is approximately equal to the land of India or Argentina. The uncrewed spacecraft Dawn just finished up its mission orbiting Ceres and helping us totally transform our understanding of the world. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Earth. Venus has an extremely slow axis rotation that takes about 243 Earth days to complete one full cycle. Funnily enough, it takes Venus even less time in Earth days in order to complete one revolution around the Sun, 226 to be exact. Furthermore, the Sun rises every 117 Earth days, which means that the Sun will only rise 2 times during each year, which is also technically in the same day. Since Venus also rotates clockwise, the Sun will rise in the west and set in the east. Jupiter's red spot is shrinking. The famous red spot has been shrinking over the past few decades. This spot on the planet is a giant spinning storm that used to be able to fit about 3 Earths. Now, according to NASA, only 1 Earth can fit inside the spot. Interestingly enough, as the storm is shrinking in width, it's actually growing taller in length. As of 2018, scientists are still stumped as to why this is occurring in the first place, but some theorise that it may have something to do with the jet streams on Jupiter that have either changed direction or location. One of Saturn's moons has a distinct 2-tone coloration. Iapetus, one of Saturn's 62 moons, is actually a pretty unique celestial object. This moon has a very distinct 2-tone coloration, with one side much darker than the other. As of 2018, this strange occurrence isn't present on any other moons in the solar system. Iapetus' colour has to do with its position in relation to the rest of Saturn's moons. It turns out that Iapetus is way outside of Saturn's rings, and because of this, it gets hit with a lot of space debris from objects that might be passing through its orbit, explaining the dark areas, according to Forbes. Furthermore, another moon, Phoebe, which is completely dark and farther out than Iapetus, revolves clockwise around Saturn and emits a steady stream of particles. Iapetus revolves counterclockwise, meaning that only one side of Iapetus gets hit with the particles coming off of Phoebe when they revolve past it around each other. This explains why Iapetus isn't fully dark, but only partially. The position of the North Star will change over time. Navigation will be very weird when Polaris stops being the North Star in about 13,000 years. In case you didn't know, Earth's axis goes through a motion called precession, which means that the planet's axis will change and trace out the shape of a cone, even if it's only slightly. When this occurs, it takes around 26,000 years for the axis to trace out a complete cone shape. To add to this, Polaris, the Earth's current North Star, will eventually begin to shift positions as the Earth undergoes precession. In 3000 BC, it's believed that the North Star was the star Thuban, otherwise known as Alpha Draconis. In about 13,000 years, the star Vega will be the new North Star, but in 26,000 years, Polaris will return to its original position as the Earth continues to go through precession. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Brainstorm content.